since I've been you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight for SOM 505. Corky McCorkle here along with Bull Brooks.
Hello.
We are SOM. Get some. Quite a show we had last week, Bull, when we crowned a new X Division champion in Jason Blythe.
That was an absolutely stunning match. Could not believe what I was watching. To see the whole thing take action, that was just incredible to watch. If you weren't here, you missed a great match.
Well, the action continues. We got a big program for you tonight, folks. A lot of great matches coming up, including the Loaded Gun, Chad Bartlett, taking on Alex Monroe of the Resistance. In an opportunity for Alex Monroe and the Resistance to get a title opportunity. We've got the Medic taking on Ricky Dooley tonight, folks, as well as we're going to be seeing in person Ricky Morton himself here, folks, in the corner of his son, Kerry Morton, who we're going to be seeing in our main event tonight.
The man, the myth, the legend, Ricky is in the building.
Also going to be seeing Anthony Katina taking on the Ginger Ninja. Let's see if Anthony Katina can withstand the Ginsu Chop. And we mentioned it before, the main event tonight, the real outlaw, Brian Rivers, putting that unified East Tennessee Uprising SOM Championship up against Kerry Morton, the prodigy of SOM. That's all going down tonight, folks. So without further ado, we're going to get right to action with our first matchup today. It's going to be Chad Bartlett taking on Alex Monroe. Chad Bartlett making his way out here now, along with Bronson Garrett and Dara O'Conley. Folks, I think we may be having some technical difficulties.
Dara O'Conley sticking her nose in everywhere where it's not wanted.
Tonight's matchup going to be an opportunity for Alex Monroe and the Resistance to get a tag team title shot here in the near future.
This matchup is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by his tag team partner, Shotgun Bronson Garrett, and Dara O'Connelly, the First Lady of SOM, one half of the SOM East Tennessee Tag Team Champions, the Loaded Gun, Chad Bartlett.
Not a fan favorite at all here at SOM 505.
Well, that's quite an understatement. They were voted the White Claw Outlaws most hated at SOM, as well as being voted Tag Team of the Year.
They're definitely the most hated, that is without a doubt.
Well, interestingly enough, we've seen a contingent of White Claw Outlaw fans growing in the crowd here as of late, but not so much today, Bull. This is not a White Claw Outlaw crowd here.
This is the Resistance crowd, and they're showing it now.
And you said it. And here they are, the whole Resistance. Alex Monroe, Logan Henderson, and Riley Rocket all making their way out here to the ring. Of course, it's going to be Alex Monroe in singles competition.
And his opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, being accompanied to the ring by Riley Rocket and his tag team partner Logan Henderson, representing the Resistance, Alex Monroe!
Quite a reception for Alex Monroe here in the opening bout today for SOM 505.
We are always excited to see Alex Monroe. We're always excited to see the Resistance come out here. This is a bunch of good kids.
And of course, a win here today for Alex would mean a tag team title shot for the Resistance here at the next available opportunity.
Yes, if I remember correctly, yes. If he wins this, they get a title shot.
Well, there's the bell, and it's on. And let's see if Alex Monroe can win this challenge. Of course, we saw last week Logan Henderson face Bronson Garrett. And
Alex sends him running out of the ring already, seeking shelter.
yeah, he sure is. And Alex Monroe letting the referee know that Chad Bartlett was pulling on his hair.
I'm not sure if I saw that correctly. I don't know. Of course, then again, we don't have the same view as they do in the ring.
Well, collar and elbow tie up here once again. And Alex Monroe backing Chad Bartlett into that corner. And what was that now? Referee Joe losing his glasses just as Chad Bartlett made that clap above his hands and is now claiming that Alex Monroe gave him a cheap shot in the corner, but it was a clean break from Alex Monroe.
Once again, we see the White Claw Outlaws using every dirty trick they have in the book.
And yeah, Chad Bartlett just feeding a line of bull to referee Joe.
That is definitely what he is doing.
Well, Chad Bartlett looks like calling for a Roman knuckle lock here, a test of strength, and Alex Monroe off of that one, but big back body drop from Alex Monroe, and now taking over Chad Bartlett.
And Chad Bartlett exits the ring in a hurry. He doesn't want any more of Alex Monroe.
Bartlett quick to make his way to the outside. And Alex Monroe standing strong for the Resistance. Chad Bartlett does not want to get a count out here. Uh-oh. Now we've seen this before, Bull. Alex Monroe got those fingers.
Alex is going to give an
Alex Monroe calling for quiet now. Oh! That sound. Splitting the fingers there.
And now he's part of the 9-digit corporation.
And
Chad Bartlett is.
Oh yeah, Chad Bartlett may be permanently giving that Vulcan hand gesture. Although I know Alex Monroe is a Star Wars fan. I don't know if he's so much of a Star Trek guy, but Alex Monroe working away on that hand now of Chad Bartlett.
He's definitely using the force on Chad Bartlett.
Bartlett with a reversal of the whip now. Alex Monroe goes over with a sunset flip, coming out with corner. Tremendous maneuver from Alex Monroe. And a huge drop kick.
Alex Monroe is definitely going to give him an attitude adjustment. He is wanting that title shot.
Coming off the ropes and a high knee lift from Alex Monroe. Chad Bartlett in all kinds of trouble here on SOM 505.
This has been exciting from the start. Alex Monroe is here. Oh, my.
Chad Bartlett with that right hand. And Alex Monroe now doesn't know where he is, and unfortunately takes a mist of White Claw in the eyes from Bronson Garrett standing on the outside there. And now what's Riley Rocket doing? Riley Rocket in the ring now, off the ropes. And how about that? Flying head scissor from Riley Rocket to Chad Bartlett. Well,
Riley Rocket taking matters in their own hands and not letting the White Claw Outlaws take advantage of this.
Oh yeah, turnabout is fair play, I guess. These
Yes,
White
sir.
Claw Outlaws get involved every time there's a match, and now Riley Rounded getting in there. Yeah, Bartlett, wow. Sling blade-like maneuver there from Chad Bartlett. Neckbreaker variation.
Yes, sir. Chad Bartlett seems to be in charge right now, but
Whoa, Bartlett with a big drop kick now to Alex Monroe, who's down on the outside here, right by the White Claw Outlaw. Bronson Garrett not getting involved there just yet, folks. And Chad Bartlett just dropping Alex Monroe face first onto that hardest part of that wrestling ring.
Get back in the ring. Chad seems to be wanting to get Alex on the mat. No!
Wow! Suplex on the outside, folks. We do apologize for the technical difficulties, but Chad Bartlett has just suplexed Alex Monroe on the outside of the ring. And Chad Bartlett now has dragged
We may have spared them such a sight to see. That was hard to even watch here.
Alex Monroe back inside the ring, and a springboard splash.
A 2 count. Alex Monroe kicks out of Chad Bartlett. Dara and Bronson are not happy with the ref, but then again, they never are unless they're winning.
All right, now Alex Monroe reverses the whip from Chad Bartlett, follows it up with a big clothesline. Chad Bartlett down on the canvas once again. Wow, what a right jab from Alex Monroe. I think he broke his hand on Chad Bartlett's skull, Bo.
That was an attitude adjustment on Chad Bartlett. Alex Monroe is in charge.
Well, the referee is reprimanding Alex Monroe there for that closed fist.
I don't know about everyone else. Alex looked like it was open-handed to me.
Bartlett back up. Oh, there's another sling blade from Chad Bartlett and a cover. And a win for Chad Bartlett.
Here is your winner, the Loaded Gun, Chad Bartlett.
If I can get a word with Alex Monroe now.
The resistance is.
Well,
There we go.
2 weeks in a row. Unfortunately, 2 losses for the Resistance, folks. And now, Logan Henderson, what's next for the team?
Look, Corky, you know, this was one-on-one, Corky, and they cheated both times. We need them on a fair tag team match so we can keep our eyes on them.
Yeah, do it.
And this may have been 2 losses for us, Corky, but believe me, we will not stop resisting until we have those tag titles.
Let me help
Never to stop resisting, Alex Monroe. How are you feeling after this defeat here by Chad Bartlett, the Loaded Gun?
I'm pretty pissed off, Corky. Seems like every time we get them beat, they want to cheat and play dirty, and that's absolutely fine. But guess what? I'm coming for those tag titles here at 505, whether they like it or not. I'm ready. They better be ready.
All right, well, you heard it, folks. The Resistance nonetheless not to be deterred, still determined to get their opportunity at the SOM East Tennessee Tag Team titles. And well, hopefully we'll see that title opportunity coming up sometime in the near future, although as the stipulation was at this moment. Wait a minute now, here's somebody who may have something to say about it. Hard luck, Derek Williams. You're the man who makes the matches now. A win here was supposed to mean a title shot.
I gave you 2 chances. Cause they cheat! And you lost both. They cheat and you let them.
Do you want to see a tag team match?
I think everyone at home wants to see the tag team match.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Last chance.
Without cheating. Make it a steel cage.
I'm not going to tell you when. I'll keep you informed. But I'm a man of the people, and the people demand it. Have you heard it, folks? The resistance going to get that shot against the White Claw Outlaws for the last chance.
Make it a steel cage.
And it's coming up in the near future, folks. Just stay tuned. And right now, folks, want you to check this out. We'll be back with more action right after this.
Thing to hit your town since the opioid epidemic. The hottest thing to come out of East Tennessee since the Gatlinburg wildfires. The reason why husbands stay up late at night worried when their wives are out, and we keep their wives up even later. Your mom's favorite tag team, the White Claw Outlaws.
People here in East Tennessee, you ain't got much to be thankful for, let's face it. But right here in front of you, you've got the best damn thing going. The White Claw Outlaws. You can see them every week on SOM Live at 5:05.
Understand, people, that was plain English from Justin Klein, Esquire, himself an educated man, like he said. My brother, Shotgun Bronson Garrett, a man who don't care if you get embarrassed. And the loaded gun, Chad Bartlett, tagging up the White Claw Outlaws are coming to you live at 5:05. SOM Live. Go to School of Morton on Facebook. Go ahead and like that page. Subscribe on YouTube. Go to Ricky Morton's YouTube channel. Subscribe because you don't want to miss it. It's our gift to you. We're bringing it raw and real. 5:05 SOM Live.
All right, folks. Well, we're back with more action coming up here. Next up, we're going to have Anthony Katina taking on the Ginger Ninja. But how about the news we just heard? The White Claw Outlaws are going to face the Resistance after all, coming up here in the near future on SOM Live.
This is a match we've been wanting to watch, and we are waiting with anticipation. We don't know when it's going to be, but we are definitely looking forward to that match.
And we do once again apologize for the technical difficulties we're having today, folks, with our camera. We're back on, though, and
all the more reason is come by here and watch it live at 5:05.
Hey, you said it. That's the best way to experience SOM Live is live and in person.
Matchup is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Highland Park, Texas, he is the 6'2" product, Anthony Katina.
Anthony Katina is one of the least liked here at SOM, especially after what he did to RT3.
Yeah. Anthony Katina sidelined RT3, attacking that already injured shoulder at No Love Loss in February. And we haven't seen RT3 since. I know RT3 was hoping to be here last week as part of the big premiere of SOM 505. But here's a man who was part of 505 last week, who took on the SOM heavyweight champion, Ginger Ninja, Bruce Samuels. I thought he had some feet at one point with that Gensu chop. So let's see how Anthony Katina fares against the Ginger Ninja.
And his opponent from Shaolin, Tennessee. They call him Bruce Samuels, the Ginger Ninja.
You know, Ginger Ninja has really come into his own here as of late with that Gensu chop of his. Been gaining a lot of popularity every week with these fans here at SOM wanting to see that Gensu chop. And Anthony Katina just pie-facing Bruce Samuels there. Bruce Samuels with a series of martial arts kicks, and Anthony Katina catches him up and delivers a huge clothesline.
Katina showing strength over smart, but who knows how long that's going to last. Anthony Katina once again giving an attitude to the audience and to Bruce Samuels.
And there we go. Right hands from Katina. Clobbering away, raining blows down on the Ginger Ninja. Anthony Katina calls himself the 6'2" product, and was just letting the fans here in Chuckey, Tennessee know that he considers himself the whole damn show.
This is a jam-packed house once again, as always when we have shows here, 505, and Ginger Ninja coming back to life.
Wait a minute, going for that Gensu chop. Katina caught him up, and the final product, that big Uranagi slam. And wait a minute, Anthony Katina picks up the win.
Here is your winner, Anthony Katina.
Anthony Katina caught the Gensu chop in mid-slice and just puts an end to the Ginger Ninja.
See if I can get a word with the 6'2" product here.
Anthony Katina, congratulations. Big victory against the Ginger Ninja. And as you said before, they have another concession. There's a concession over there. Anthony Katina.
I'm on fire, baby!
I'm just taking a drink.
Anthony Katina, you called it before. Another stepping stone as you pick up your share of the winner's purse here today. Again on SOM 505. Tell us about it.
Another week! Another victory! Another step closer to the ultimate hardware in this company. The SOM Heavyweight Championship, baby. It's coming to me. That's where my sight is. That's where my focus is. Tunnel vision, baby. Tunnel vision for the SOM Heavyweight Championship.
You heard it from Anthony Katina, the 6'2" product. He's been here since February, but already with a win streak and ready to claim the top prize here at SOM.
Already. Oh, no one cares? Huh? Don't come and say that to my face, huh? Come here.
He is being absolutely rude to everyone here.
Well, you certainly have not gained any fans.
I have not.
Since No Love Lost.
Another step and another proof that when it comes to the best in this ring, you're looking at it. You're looking at the best. Karen Morton isn't the best. Ricky Morton isn't the best. It's a six-tool product, Anthony Katina. I have proven time and time again that there is not a soul who can go toe to toe with the whole damn show.
All right, well, there you have it, folks.
Whoa, what in the world? Oh my gosh!
Good gosh almighty, folks.
RT3 out of the audience here. RT3 came out of the audience and attacked
Anthony Katina put RT3 in the hospital, tried to end his career.
Oh my gosh, out
Wait a
of
minute.
nowhere.
Katina making his way to the back now.
Whoa.
Well, folks,
What in the
RT3
world?
giving chase
What in the
to
world?
Anthony Katina. Folks, they're brawling all the way in the back.
Man.
Well, folks, back to it coming up.
What in
Folks, we want to take you to a look at what happened last week in the casket match with Jason Blythe and Draco. This was last week, SOM 505.
Man.
They're still brawling in the back there. Will be the winner. Jason Blythe.
No!
Whoa!
He just
Slamming him on
ring now and
Jason. Jason Draco in now. And Draco got his leg wrapped around that rope. He's fighting it.
Draco is holding on for dear life by any means
And
necessary.
he's got his feet wrapped around the ropes. And wait a minute. Draco in the casket. And now
Top
super
rope.
play. Please, don't do it. Good gosh almighty.
Fight back,
This is
Draco.
too much.
Draco, fight back.
Draco. Put a stop on it. Wait a minute. Draco. Jason Blythe through that glass. Draco is going to get the win right here. Prince Malik and the Sultan. I said, blocking the official. Sultan now. Right hands on Draco. The side of back off the top rope. The Sultan rolling. Draco in.
Draco.
And there it is. Jason Blythe seated on top of that casket. Draco cannot get out. I don't even know if Draco is conscious at this moment.
I don't know about.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new SOM X Division champion, the defender of death metal, Jason Blythe.
Jason Blythe is accompanied by his manager. Once again, he's carrying around the flag not of the United States. My gracious, this man has turned his back on all that is good.
What, you're not going to get up here? You really going to make me come down there? Either way. You really want me to come down there?
All right, folks.
Jason Blythe and Prince Malik.
Well, you said you were going to do it. You won the belt, the SOM X Division Championship, and you say now it's the Straight Edge Death Metal X on that title.
No, I think I'm actually going to change that again. If you don't remember, I told him that we were going to fight for this. I told him, said, none of that spot monkey garbage, right? You remember that, Corky? I know you slept since then. I'm pretty sure you realize that. But no, I told him, no more of that spot monkey garbage. I said, this is a fight. So you know what? I'm changing it again. Straight edge metal, piss on that. How about this? How about a hardcore title, huh? You think you can hang with this? No. Look at this, Draco. See my forehead? You see this? Yeah. Justin Klein saw it too. Justin Klein saw it too. So you know what? You're getting sued. I'm getting some money out of you along with your blood.
Wait a minute, suing him for a wrestling match? You agreed to a match.
No. I didn't agree to do all that. But I fought and I came out on top. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you're gonna make this a hardcore X Division belt,
That's what I said. Are you deaf?
but you're gonna sue somebody because you got your head split open. It doesn't make any sense, Jason Bly.
And once again, the general manager proud to announce Derek
GM
Williams.
Derek Williams.
Next week, we're going to have a fatal four-way match for the number one contendership for that title right there.
Who's in that match?
I haven't made up my mind yet. But I have people coming up to me saying, man, can I have a match? And I say, you gotta earn the shot. Somebody else coming up, I want a match for the X Division title. You gotta get in line, guys. Like I said, there's gonna be a fatal four-way match for that title right there.
The hardcore title.
Well, what do you think about it, Prince Malik? Always with the final word.
Well, first of all, it doesn't matter if this is an X Division title, and I'm sorry, it doesn't matter if it's a hardcore matter. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter who these four jabronis that you're gonna lay out in front of us is gonna be, but it will change their life. And at the end of the day, Devastation Incorporation does what they say. And not only do we have this title, but you know that we have the big title. And is there something on that paper that's very damn important because I was talking and you were looking at it, so would you like to tell me what that was?
That's very disrespectful.
Let me see that again. You're in for a good treat and a surprise. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, folks. Well, we got more action coming up for you, and you heard it next week, a four-way match for the number one contender of this SOM X Division.
Hardcore title.
Folks, that's coming up next week, and we'll be back with more action right after this.
A new frontier for professional wrestling. The White Claw Outlaws at SOM Live at 5:05. Now that's Eastern Standard Time. For those of you who are smart enough to know that that's a thing. Probably a lot of people that I've talked to right now, you don't even care. So good. All you need to know is that the White Claw Outlaws are taking matters into our own hands. Live and in living color, coming to you from the School of Morton's Facebook page, Ricky Morton's YouTube channel. We're on Twitch, we're all over social media, and the streaming platforms that you love. Look up SOM Live at 5:05 every Sunday night. We're going to be lighting it up. Tell these people how they can get in on it.
You know, 505 is a big number. Got a lot of significance. 505 is usually the time that you all leave your miserable jobs to go home to your empty lives. 505 is also the weight, the average weight of the average wrestling fan. But now, 505 has got a new meaning. 505 is the start of something big. And all of you are lucky enough to be alive when it happens. The rising stars, the White Claw Outlaws, every Sunday. Get your cousin, the one that graduated high school, to help you with the computer. All right?
It's a great idea.
Figure out how to follow SOM and check it out every Sunday.
5:05. We will be live. We will be representing to the fullest, pumping them full of bullets
Like we
the
always
White Claw
do.
Outlaws, baby. Woo!
All right, folks. We're got more action coming up for you. And, Bull, what about what we just heard? Jason Bly calling the X Division title a hardcore title. What do you think about it?
I'm more excited to see what's going to happen next week when it's a fatal four-way when he has to defend that title against, as of yet, not announced contenders.
Yeah. Well, here's somebody who's going to be a contender who made his return last week. Well, first, the O'Conley kids, the latest addition to the family here, making their way out to the ringside.
Crash and Dara always coming out here causing trouble, making disturbances everywhere they go.
The following matchup is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Dara O'Conley, the First Lady of SOM. He is Chicago's new punk, Crash O'Conley.
Being called the First Lady of SOM, I'm not sure if that was a given title or a self-proclaimed title.
That's absolutely a self-proclaimed title, as we had voting for the year of 2019, which declared Miss Riley Rocket as the First Lady of SOM. However, Dara O'Conley, here's the gentleman I was speaking of earlier, making a name for himself with a big return yesterday on SOM After Dark.
Happy to see this man back in action.
Shane Williams.
And his opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, King Shane Williams.
And the King is back in the building.
Shane Williams being given that crown by Mr. Jackie Fargo. And Shane has the endorsement of Jerry Lawler himself as a real king in professional wrestling.
He's definitely got my endorsement to give this kid an attitude adjustment.
Well, all right, there's the bell, and it's on. I know Crash O'Conley, very glad to be out of that chicken suit that he wrestled in for 84 days. However,
his actions still show that he's a little bit on the foul side.
And as you see, the O'Conley kids having a meeting. It was Crash's sister, Dara, who actually got him out of that chicken suit, winning that tag team match.
He always needs help from the bigger sister, if you will.
Shane Williams, done wasting time. He didn't come here to play pity pat, he came to wrestle.
King was ready to show him you don't turn your back on King Shane.
Crash O'Conley shot off to the ropes now and fires back. Shoulder block takes down King Shane Williams.
King took a hard shoulder block. Now Crash is still not winning any fans.
All right, now big lock up, and Shane Williams going behind with the waist lock. Standing switch by Crash O'Conley into a side headlock. Crash O'Conley.
Several body blows by the King. And now, no.
Crash O'Conley saying he's the king. Well,
I'm not sure about that ruling.
His win-loss record may have something different to say about that, Bull.
You're right about that, Corky.
And the facts speak for themselves. Right now, Crash O'Conley.
Boot to the midsection on the King, and he's still trying to show he's in charge.
Another kick to the gut from Crash O'Conley. This time in the corner. King Shane Williams reverses the whip. Shane Williams off the ropes with a knee lift. And now a shoulder tackle from King Shane takes down Crash O'Conley.
Crash O'Conley might want to check
O'Conley's trying to beg off Shane Williams. Beautiful flying side mare from King Shane Williams.
Darrell Conley's trying to see if she can intervene again, but the referee is definitely keeping an eye on him. And there she goes, yes. Once
Now
again,
you
Darrell.
saw there
Golly.
Darrell Conley holding the boots of Shane Williams down. Crash O'Conley once again talking trash as he tries to cut off Shane Williams'
Darrell
oxygen.
Conley intervening once again.
Trying to give Shane Williams whiplash there. Using that middle rope, using the wrestling ring as a weapon against the King Shane Williams.
One thing the O'Conley kids have learned from the family.
Flying cross-body press from Shane Williams. Not quite enough. Williams ducks the clothesline now. Kick to the gut, and he's going for that pile driver.
Can he get it? Can the King get him in the pile driver? Oh, not right now.
Crash O'Conley with a body shot there. And a palm strike to the face of Shane Williams. Crash O'Conley choking on that rope once again.
And now King Shane is dangerously close to Darrell, and what is Crash about to do?
Crash O'Conley.
King is trying to get some life coming back into him. Crash and he are both exchanging blows now to the corner.
Trying to fight back there, but Crash O'Conley now really trying to wear down the King. Another big underhand strike from Crash O'Conley and a hard buckle whip. Has King Shane Williams down. Crash O'Conley hooks the leg, gets a 2 count. Darrell O'Conley on the outside complaining of
She
a
always
bit.
thinks the count's never fast enough when it's not her. And it looks like Crash is trying to put the King to sleep.
He is at that, trying to put out King Shane Williams. But these fans don't want to see the King go down just yet. And Crash O'Conley dumping Shane Williams right to the outside.
The King has been thrown out of the ring, but watch your back, King. Darrell is very close.
King Shane Williams in the ring, double leg takedown, and he is fired up now. Wow, Shane Williams with a second win. Holy Moses, look at those left jabs.
Crash is on the
from the
receiving
King,
end now.
and how about that? Little flip, flop, and fly. King Shane now whipping Crash O'Conley off, and a jumping forward, a high drop kick from King Shane.
Throwing Crash a blow.
Shane Williams now going for that loving blow off the ropes, and
Crash kicks out in 2. How in the world did he recover from that boot to the face?
Crash O'Conley with a cheap shot to the throat.
Gosh.
And he's been working on that throat of Shane Williams this whole time, whether it's choking him on the rope. All illegal in a pro wrestling match. What is Crash O'Conley going for now? Or whatever it was, Shane Williams with a reversal, and it may be time for that pile driver. Crash O'Conley. 2, 3, Crash O'Conley goes down. Maybe about 2 inches shorter now after that one, Paul.
The pile driver has worked yet again. King Shane victorious.
Here is your winner, King Shane Williams.
King Shane is making a remarkable return here at 505. See if we can get a word with the man.
right, now King Shane Williams with a win today, just as it was on SOM After Dark yesterday. You're on a win streak and you're here at SOM. Now, what about what happened last week with the Sultan and Carrie and the Ginger Ninja? You made the save.
Right. The Sultan. I haven't forgot about you. You see that guy? See why he's around there? His girlfriend, sister, I don't know. He's checking.
It's his sister.
Oh, his sister. Whatever they want to call themselves. Either way, Sultan, that right there, sir, is a picture of your future. Because when you mess with the king, you're not just messing with just me. You're messing with all of my people. All the people. Take this right now. There you go. School of Morton, Shane Williams is ready to take his wrestling career to the very next level. In order to do that, he needs the recommendation of Ricky Morton and the School of Morton and my people. So you can take this as you may know it. King Shane Williams is now enrolling himself in the School of Morton. So mark that down. Wherever you see the School of Morton, you're going to see King Shane Williams. And when you see King Shane Williams, you're going to know it's pile driver time. Because I'm the king, and you not.
Well, you heard it, folks. King Shane Williams here to stay at SOM, and you'll be seeing him here on 505 in the weeks to come. And he's calling out the Sultan, the SOM heavyweight champion, folks. We've got more action coming up for you. Ricky Dooley coming up in action. Right after this, folks, we'll be back with more.
Thing to hit your town since the opioid epidemic. The hottest thing to come out of East Tennessee since the Gatlinburg wildfires. The reason why husbands stay up late at night worried when their wives are out, and we keep their wives up even later. Your mom's favorite tag team, the White Claw Outlaws.
People here in East Tennessee, you ain't got much to be thankful for, let's face it. But right here in front of you, you've got the best damn thing going. The White Claw Outlaws. You can see them every week on SOM Live at 5:05.
Understand, people, that was plain English from Justin Klein, Esquire, himself an educated man, like he said. My brother, Shotgun Bronson Garrett, a man who don't care if you get embarrassed. And the loaded gun, Chad Bartlett, tagging up the White Claw Outlaws are coming to you live at 5:05. SOM Live. Go to School of Morton on Facebook. Go ahead and like that page. Subscribe on YouTube. Go to Ricky Morton's YouTube channel. Subscribe because you don't want to miss it. It's our gift to you. We're bringing it raw and real. 5:05 SOM Live.
All right, folks. Well, you heard it. King Shane Williams is here to stay at SOM. And right now, we're set for more action. We've got Ricky Dooley taking on the Medic coming up here, Bull.
It's good to see the King is enrolling back once again with 5:05 SOM Live.
And hey, you know, that Sultan better watch out. King Shane called him out here.
Once the King sets his sights on you, you better watch your back.
This matchup is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from St. Mary's Hospital, he is the medic number 1.
We're very lucky to have the medic with everything going on in the medical world these days, so glad he could join us.
Yeah, sure. And medic got his hands full.
Yes, sir.
With Chucky, Tennessee's hometown hero here, Ricky Dooley, coming out here all by himself ever since his cousin Silas was retired by Brian Rivers at No Love Lost. Well, Brian Rivers gonna put that East Tennessee championship on the line today against Kerry Morton in our main event, coming up following this matchup.
That's going to be an exciting match as
His
well.
opponent from Chucky, Tennessee, Ricky Dooley.
Good to see Ricky Dooley in action. We do miss his cousin, but we hear all is well with him. He's doing fine, folks.
All right. There is the bell, and here we go.
The medic giving warning to Ricky Dooley, checking him for coronavirus, making sure he's okay.
Well, now, collar elbow tie up, and Ricky Dooley backs medic number 1 into that corner.
And the medic giving some lip to Ricky Dooley. What is that all
Yeah, he
about?
absolutely is. Ricky Dooley once again backing that medic up into the corner. Wait a minute. Well, the medic, I think, going for some type of offensive maneuver, but
Going for the Chucky hoedown here.
yeah, Ricky Dooley caught him up and turned it into a do-si-do. Well, as I said before, his normal dance partner, cousin Silas, retired by Brian Rivers last month.
Ricky informed us she's doing well on the farm, and Ricky is taking care of everything here.
Ricky Dooley blocks the hip toss and reverses into a big hip toss of his own. Ricky Dooley now with an arm drag, and Ricky hangs on with that arm bar.
The medic better check his HMO, make sure this is covered.
And now it's the medic backing Ricky Dooley into the corner. Ricky Dooley hanging on after that arm drag from the medic. Ricky Dooley showing he knows how to wrestle. He's not just, Ricky Dooley is known as a phenomenal striker inside the ring.
And now the medic is giving Ricky Dooley a cheap shot across the eyes.
Medic now with another right to Ricky Dooley. Dooley off the ropes, runs into a big clothesline from the medic.
Oh, no. Ricky Dooley, pay attention to where you're at. The medic is about to take over.
Medic stomping away now on Ricky Dooley. And, wow, how about that elbow drop from medic number 1? Not quite enough to put away the most decorated athlete in SOM history.
Ricky Dooley is, yes, sir, like you said, and absolutely the fan favorite. That is without a doubt.
Medic now with a series of shoulder thrusts there in the corner. Medic, wow, front drop kick in the corner. And Ricky Dooley once again looking up at the lights, but it's a 2 count only.
Ricky Dooley kicks out just in the nick of time. And the fans are trying to cheer him on, give him encouragement. They're chanting Dooley.
All right, now, here we go. Ricky Dooley making a comeback. Well,
a strong kick to the midsection. Ricky Dooley's back down. Medic is talking trash again.
Oh, the Medic with that big body splash, bouncing off that bottom rope. Let's see, Ricky Dooley got to do something here. And wow. They call that the possum stomp. That's where I come from, Bull.
And either way you call that, that is just nothing but pain that Ricky Dooley's feeling.
Medic takes Ricky Dooley over with a big vertical suplex, and
now he's holding on.
Looking for another one.
Oh, 2 suplexes in a row.
Well, looks like Medic going for 3 amigos.
3 of them.
Shades of the late, great Eddie Guerrero.
Ricky Dooley kicks out of that. How does he have the strength?
Well, Ricky Dooley is a fighter, tough and determined.
Homegrown bravado in Ricky Dooley. The Medic is doing everything he can to beat him, but it's just not working.
Wow, big couple of overhand chops from Ricky Dooley. And now,
with a clothesline of his own, Ricky Dooley gives it to the Medic.
Yep, but both competitors now down. That took a lot out of Ricky Dooley, delivering that barrage of offense that he just did.
This has been a battle of both ways. How either one's got any strength, I'm not sure.
Well, referee up to a 6 count, and Ricky Dooley, the first to his feet there, delivers a big left. Another big clothesline, and Ricky Dooley going to work now. Wait a minute. Whoa, Ricky Dooley going for that flying Chucky uppercut in the corner, but the Medic catches him up.
Neck breaker. Medic has put it on Ricky Dooley.
Twist of fate from the Medic. And now Medic, I think he's going to go for that big body splash. We haven't seen the Medic hit this in quite some time, and we're not going to see it today, evidently, folks.
The Medic did it, and Ricky Dooley out of the way in the nick of time.
Well, and there it is. Ricky Dooley hits the Chucky uppercut, and another one. Those flying uppercuts in the corner, and there's the knee. That knockout knee from Ricky Dooley is got to put away the Medic here today. Yes. Ricky Dooley, your winner here on SOM 505.
Here is your winner, Ricky Dooley.
Ricky Dooley victorious over the Medic, and the fans are loving it.
Well, folks, we're going to have our main event coming up here momentarily. Brian Rivers, the real outlaw, putting that unified SOM East Tennessee and Uprising Championship up on the line against Kerry Morton, the prodigy of SOM. I want to take you right now to what happened last week on SOM 505. Check this out, what happened between Kerry Morton and members of the family.
all the stuff that you're out there doing. Big things. Big things. He said he's on Broadway. You see, your pops is out here calling places trying to get you booked. You know who my pops called when I was on the streets of San Antonio living out of my car? He didn't need a goddamn hotel to get me booked, Kerry. You want to sit out here, Kerry, and pretend pander to these fans. These fans will turn their back on you in a heartbeat, Kerry. Who wants to see Kerry Martin and Bronson Garrett?
I do. Absolutely do. Yeah, all right, we're all on the same page.
Together in the same faction. Because you don't have to ride coattails, Kerry. I know about life. Your old man may know a lot about wrestling. I can teach you about life, Kerry Morton.
If he's smart, he'll do this.
We created the Bullet Club, Kerry.
But he's going to put it on, boy. You know he's going to put it on.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
Are you kidding me?
You disrespect. Listen to hear what I gotta say now, because you just made the biggest mistake of your life. Because now, like father, like son, your father, I've got 2 wins over your father. He's got 0. And like father, like son, how about next week I put a big L next to Kerry Morton, the son of Ricky Morton. Like father, like son, I'll put you down right here in Chucky, Tennessee next week.
Brian Rivers is making a challenge to Kerry Morton next week for 505.
Oh, and by the way,
The second general.
All right, folks, we're back. Time for our main event today for SOM 505. And how about that? I think we saw Kerry Morton make the right decision, not joining up with the family and becoming the newest White Claw outlaw.
Yes, sir, he did. 3rd generation wrestler. We're looking forward to seeing a lot of great action from this young man. He made absolutely the right call.
We're going to see him come back right now. We saw him victorious SOM After Dark yesterday against Crash O'Conley, now taking on another family member. The real outlaw here.
There he leads out with the two belts, the unified belt. And along with the White Claw Outlaws.
The following matchup is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is for the SOM.
how many belts you got? How about you stay seated, Bull? Show this man some respect.
Get that camera right here, front and center at the booth. This match, I want everybody to listen, because everybody needs to know that my newly won championships will not be on the line today. Kerry Morton is not a formidable challenger. Therefore, he has to prove himself. And you know what's going to happen, because I'm going to hurt him. And I'm going to hurt him slowly. Like father, like son. Kerry Morton, it's just like Debo said on Friday. Come get knocked out like your father used to.
A non-title match. He's not giving him the distinction. He's not giving him the right.
Brian Rivers, well, he's not obligated to defend that championship, but every 30 days, and he did defend. He did defend last week when he won and unified the Uprising and East Tennessee title belts against Dangerous Dan.
When he deals with Kerry Morton, I have a feeling he's going to learn that no matter who it is, he will face serious trouble.
All right, now very excited to have this young man make a return here to SOM.
There he is.
And these fans are ready to see this young man, as you said, 3rd generation star wrestling athlete, Kerry Morton, the prodigy of SOM.
Jam-packed house is here to see Kerry Morton in action against Brian Rivers.
Brian Rivers got the entire White Claw bunch out there with him.
Brian Rivers trying to convince us that he's the man, but we're going to see what's going to happen here in the ring.
Brian Rivers does have an advantage in years inside the ring as far as in-ring experience goes, technically. However, you got a young man like Kerry Morton who's grown up with pro wrestling. It's been his whole life. As we said, third generation, son of the Hall of Famer Ricky Morton, grandson of the bald eagle Paul Morton.
Ricky Morton being his father, he has watched matches all his life. He knows the tips, the tricks, the ins and outs. Gary Morton is a legend in the making.
Well, Bronson Garrett and Chad Bartlett trying to get a Brian Rivers chant going out here. To no avail, it would seem. The third man in the ring there, Willie Manis, the head official of SOM.
Getting accolades from the White Claw Outlaws, but
wait a minute, Brian Rivers throwing that cowboy hat right at Kerry Morton. There's the bell, this thing is on now. Kerry Morton leaps right over top of Brian Rivers, and Kerry Morton now shot off to the ropes.
whoa!
Kerry Morton giving up a lot of weight there.
Whoa. He may have watched matches all his life, but Kerry Morton is in the ring now, and he's got to learn.
Yeah, I don't think Kerry Morton's going to be able to take down Brian Rivers with that shoulder tackle, but he sure did take him down with that arm drag now. Kerry Morton now, big hip toss.
Woo! Oh, and he's showing Brian Rivers, Kerry Morton making just another pretty face.
Yeah, a rock and roll chant here starting up after Kerry Morton drop kicked Brian Rivers into that corner. Brian Rivers shoves off Kerry Morton now. Whoa, big right hand, and you know that hand of Brian Rivers heavily taped. I hope that the official checked to make sure that he didn't have some kind of a loaded fist.
In that tape, yes, sir.
Although if he had, I'm not quite sure that Kerry Morton would still be conscious after that shot.
Brian Rivers
had that been a loaded fist.
Brian Rivers has been known to cheat. He is part of the family, so I wouldn't doubt it at all if he's got something in that tape against Kerry Morton.
Kerry Morton reverses the headlock. And look at that now, Brian Rivers with a pull of the hair.
White Claw Outlaw.
Kerry Morton now set up for the back, belly back suplex there from Brian Rivers, but Kerry Morton hanging on. What's it gonna be? Flying side mare.
Kerry's got it locked in on Brian Rivers.
Brian Rivers has got his fingers locked in Kerry Morton's hair there. Brian Rivers rolls up.
Whoa!
He had the shoulders on the mat for a 1 count only. Brian Rivers did on Kerry Morton now. Brian Rivers with a head scissor applied. And Kerry Morton trying to bridge out there.
Kerry's trying to get out, and as we see,
almost.
Brian's got it locked in tight.
Yeah, Kerry Morton almost had the hold broken there.
Kerry Morton's getting the audience behind him, cheering him on.
All right, they're making a lot of noise as Kerry Morton with that another bridge out attempt there.
Trying again, Kerry Morton once again trying to get out of it.
Kerry Morton.
Oh!
Hey, now he's out of it. Kerry Morton with a cover. No count.
Close. Brian Rivers steps out of the ring for a moment to catch his breath. And now they're trying to say Kerry's pulling Brian's hair.
Well, Brian Rivers trying to get himself by a little time, get a little time out here. Whoa! Brian Rivers with a kick to the midsection on Kerry Morton and an elbow right to the head. Brian Rivers is in control here as he rakes the back of Kerry Morton. And a fish hook. Hey, that ain't legal, folks, in a wrestling match. His fingers were all in Kerry Morton's mouth. Fish hooking the young man. And
here we see interference by the White Claw Outlaws again.
Well, we knew that was coming. But Kerry Morton still fighting back.
Kerry showing he's not going to have any part of it.
Bronson Garrett with some very insulting words. And folks, we got the Hall of Famer himself on here now. Ricky Morton, the 9-time World Tag Team Champion, the Hall of Famer out here. And his son is making a big comeback. Huge back body drop, takes over.
Sir,
Brian Rivers. Kerry Morton with the knees up as Brian Rivers charging in with the lariat. And Kerry Morton drops the lariat. Brian Rivers has been talking trash all week on social media to Ricky Morton and Kerry Morton.
I'm learned at an early age. There's things that matter and things that don't.
Ricky's out here to
I'm
watch.
here to see if he can get himself out of this situation right here.
Ricky
Not
Morton.
that ever get not interfere. Hey! This is on his own.
I'm talking to you. You're next, Ricky Morton. You want 3? You want 3? Any day. I'm gonna give him another. I'm talking to you.
Wait a minute now. Kerry Morton, boy roll up. And, Brian Rivers picks off Kerry Morton. And the White Claw Outlaws now in the ring. This is complete madness.
What in the world is going on?
I'm not out here.
Hold on just a second. Let's get some clarification here.
All right, Ricky.
What the?
A win for your son, Kerry.
Hey, it's been a long time since I've been here at the School of Morton. I've been out on the road still living my dream. And now I come out here not to interfere, for you to live your dream. And everybody else here at the School of Morton. Guys don't think that I was going to interfere because, you see, I learned at an early age. There's things that matter and there's things that don't. All right? You got a long road to hoe, buddy. Let's go to the back. God, good night. Hey. Move on. Come on. That's right. What about all this, Corky? That you are
Did the pin go down? Did the time run out? We're not sure.
I don't know what happened there. Well, folks, that's all for today's SOM 505. I want you to join us next week where we'll have Shane Williams in action against Jason Blythe, just announced, as well as that 4-way #1 contender match for that X Division belt. And folks, we're going to be live April 17th at North Green High School. That show just announced. And you can catch us on Saturdays for SOM After Dark, Saturday afternoons. And folks, we'll be back here live once again, 5:05. You want to be here next week. in Chuckey, Tennessee. Folks, if you're in Greenville, Kingsport, Johnson City, if you're anywhere nearby, you want to get down and see this great pro wrestling action that only SOM can bring you. And it's going down next week right here, 2085 Chuckey Highway, SOM 505. We'll see you next week, folks.
If I offend